Hi, I have a specific question for you today, and this question demands a specific answer because the value I'm about to give you depends on that. And here is the question: what is the number one obstacle? What is the number one challenge you are facing right now that, if overturned, will guarantee you an astounding success? Let me repeat. What is the number one obstacle, the number one challenge you are facing right now in your business that, if overturned, will guarantee you an astounding success? Let me give you an example. You can be in a sales capacity, for example, and for you is your ability to deal with that objection that your prospects come up with over and over, and that prevents you from closing more deals. It can be your ability to build credibility in a market where people don't trust you easily, but you know that the value you are about to offer them will change their life and their experience for good. It can be your ability to overcome your fear of public speaking, for example, your fear of speaking to strangers, your fear of standing in front of the camera like me to spread out your message that you know will bless enough of people. Every one of us, we have this kind of obstacle. We have this kind of challenge. And today I want to tell you that your success lies in your willingness and your determination to overturn that obstacle, to overcome it. There is no other way for you to reach the top than to overturn this obstacle. You have to crack your code to success. Every success has a code. Every dream has a code. Every goal has a code. And the code is the obstacle. The code is the challenge. And you have to be willing. You have to be willing to crack it out. If not, you will not succeed. And how can you crack your success code? How can you find your way out to the top? How can you find your way out to success? First of all, you have to understand what obstacle is really. The obstacles is your way to success. For you to succeed, you have to overcome, because successful people are overcomers. And when we talk about overcome, we talk about dealing with obstacle. If you succeed in overturning this obstacle, you will succeed. You will reach the top. You will achieve your goal. But if you don't, you will not become successful. So you have to know that the bigger the obstacle, the greater the reward. So this is the first thing to do. The second thing to do is to figure it out. You know, there are things you can learn from people, but there are things you have to figure out by yourself. There are things that are teachable, but there are things you have to figure out yourself. And that's where lies the real breakthrough, in your ability to figure it out. So second, figure it out. Third, confront the obstacle. Confront the obstacle by analyzing the situation, by asking yourself smart and stimulating questions. For example, what can I do to overturn this obstacle? What are my options? What have I in my possession that I can use to overturn this obstacle? what did other successful people do in the same situation? Those questions will help you to come up with enough of options. And when you have those, or you have those options, write them down in a piece of paper, because they are your precious treasure. Figure it out. Confront the situation. Think. If an option fails, find another approach angle, because it is about finding the right options, finding the good options that will help you to crack your code to success. So if an option fails, find a new approach angle. This is critical for you to understand that. And the fifth and the last thing, very, very important for you to understand, be willing to fail, because it is the only way for you to learn and to grow. By being willing to fail, you will know what works and what don't. It is very important, because when we are speaking about cracking your code to success, we are talking about experimenting. And we cannot experiment without failing. And in this sense, fail is not fail, but fail is a way for you to know what option works and what don't. And it is very important. But you have to understand that the bigger the obstacle, the greater the rewards. You will not become successful without being an overcomer. You have to overturn this obstacle. And I have a good news for you. When this obstacle will be overturned, you will become not just successful in your business, but you will become a go-to person that will help other people, other entrepreneurs to crack their own code to success. I hope you got some value from this video. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next video on the same topic. It was Zoe from Cameroon. Success!